I'm Andrew Jackson, Awaka Valley, South Otago. We need you on board because we have to stand against this government, and the only way that is going to work is if us, the Kiwis, say no to the government, no to these companies. You must not give in to Fonterra, Silver Fern Farms, because they can't operate without staff and they will have to back down, but only if you do it in numbers. So as you're aware, you need 2 jabs at the start, but then you need, according to the government, you're now going to need a jab every 4 months. Do you really want that stuff in your arm every 4 months? But it doesn't finish then. Then you need a jab every 4 months, indefinitely at this stage, so that you can keep your passport, which is going to expire if you don't take the jab. The jab is meant to give you freedom, but is it really?
Hello, my name is John McKenzie. I work for Silver Fern Farms as an electrician, and I have been acting supervisor for about 3.5 years. I've worked for Silver Fern Farms for 25 years. There are a number of people who are very unhappy about this whole situation, and I guess that's why we're here, because of the proposed vaccine mandate. So we've got to do something about it. We can stop it, because it's not right. It's unfair. It really annoys me that the government thinks that they can legalise discrimination, and then that they can get companies to police it. That's really wrong, especially when our Prime Minister's trying to say that we're a team of 5 million and we'll split them off, and this group can persecute that group. That's what Hitler did. That's communism. That's just not democracy, and it's not right. Democracy allows you to have your opinion and express your opinion even if you don't agree with it. Our government is gagging doctors. Since when should a professional not be allowed to express their professional opinion under the threat of getting struck off the register and losing their job? This is wrong. This is absolutely wrong.
Those that don't know me, my name is Alex Laughin, and I've been at Silver Fern Farms for 21 years, and my job is to support people. It's to give them maybe options they haven't thought about, and to help them make a good decision or the right decision for them. And so what I've noticed with the mandate that's happened is that it's a one-size-fits-all heavy-handed approach. And so there are individual people at the workforce who just don't fit into what has been asked of them. It's like there's a corporate mindset which says these are the group of people and they will do what we need them to do. But actually they're individuals. They've got families, they've got mortgages, they've got previous health issues, and some of them, it's a very frightening thing to be forced to take a medical procedure which they feel is not going to be good for them, and in fact maybe even dangerous for them. And so I'm not a medical expert, I'm not a legal expert, I'm not able to give advice, and I try not to give advice. But I listen to this stuff, and to be fair, the last 2 months at Silver Fern Farms, it's actually knocked me around. I felt quite sad, I felt overwhelmed by the stories. I felt that this is something going on here that's much bigger than just a health issue. It seems like there is real anxiety, not of COVID, but of what this vaccine program will do to us long term.
Clearly there's a lot of international science out there that is indicating that the vaccine is a very insignificant benefit. However, our government is very good at scaremongering us to think that we must take the vaccine, and in fact they've now got to the point of forcing us to take the vaccine, as Silver Fern Farm and Fonterra employees are currently very aware of. People, you need to get your head out of the sand and actually listen to some of this data, and once you start seeing what's actually out there, you'll get really concerned, like us. I started thinking it was a bit of a myth, and now I've realised that this is really serious.
There are parts of the world that have had the vaccine going for longer than New Zealand has, and we are watching what's happening over there thinking it's not working. And that's the message that I'm hearing from my people at Silver Fern Farms, and they've got genuine questions which we would like answers for. My biggest fear right now isn't so much for those who would have to leave immediately when that deadline comes due. It's also for the ones left behind, because how do you run a workforce if there are hundreds of people missing? The skill level has suddenly come down because the experience has gone, and some of the managers of departments have gone, or the people who are in charge. So the ones left behind, they could get burned out. So it's almost like a lose-lose situation. I think it's like a gamble that Silver Fern Farms are playing, that if we make people scared of losing their jobs, they will get vaccinated between the letter and when the due date is. And actually I'm hearing from people that they've become more resistant to what they perceive as bullying. So in actual fact, the gamble is that the plant may not be able to run at full capacity, the farmer shareholders can't get their lambs killed on time, and it's going to be a bit of a disaster for them to try and run the plant without, and I'm not saying a number here because I don't know the number, but I'm saying hundreds of people in the next 3 to 4 months have had enough, and because the morale is so low, I am really concerned how it can run if this goes ahead.
Yeah, if we don't stop these mandates, it's never going to stop. Like, it's only going to stop when people say no.